We are back with another installment of Rice Talk. This is your host Cam, and we got Bryce in the building. How you feeling?
Like a grad, man.
Making a million.
First team all graduate around here.
First team all graduate.
First team all drill.
Can we get a round of applause for the big man on campus? Oh, I got you.
Round of applause.
Shout out the bees because the bees do pollinate, stuff like that. I did watch bee movies, so I do know
the birds too. Gotta appreciate the bees.
Yeah, and the birds. And the rats.
And the bees.
Shout out Ratatouille. I mean, they did spread the plague, but... or like...
Yeah, maybe they did.
Somebody said like the plague was a conspiracy, but we'll get into that. I don't know. Probably like not for real. You know what I like to talk about? Overrated franchises. When we talk about overrated movies, my overrated movies are usually the Fast and the Furious. The whole franchise.
The whole franchise, man. They started to fall off after...
Paul. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. But it started to get outrageous at that point. It wasn't even about racing no more.
Yeah.
You know, they just turned into action movies with no kind of plot for real.
It pretty much
they were just doing stuff.
Yeah. Like a WWE show. Like SmackDown, Raw. It was like kind of... Well, you know it's scripted because it's a movie, but... It was giving the vibe that anything can happen, anything will happen.
Anything, yeah.
You saw them with the car coming out of the plane, and
it's like a little kid trying to make an action movie. Just random stuff happen, like somebody dreaming.
If you were to give somebody $1 million,
give a 10-year-old $1 million to make an action movie.
Well, first they buy V-Bucks, but then they buy. If you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
The next series for some people would be. Pirates of the Caribbean is up there, but Twilight is up there too. Which one you want to get to first?
Honestly, I ain't ever watched either of the movies, but I know Twilight probably one of the biggest ones that people talk about all the time.
It was similar to Hunger Games. Like it was a cult. It was a cult.
Like random cult following movies.
Yeah, it's kind of like
franchises.
You know, certain artists, you might not like them, but it's 20,000 people. That like will
they gonna do anything.
Yeah, they would lay themselves on a railroad track for these people.
Would you throw Harry Potter in that category too?
Ooh, we could.
Like, that's been around for a long time too.
You want to do that one first?
I didn't really watch Harry Potter, but I know that's one of them.
I think
franchise been around for a long time.
The reason Harry Potter is probably gonna be like a D tier is because it wasn't too overrated, and it actually had depth to it. It's just when you rewatch it, it's just like the ageness of it. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of Disney type, like cheesy, but it's still like they did a good writing of it. I feel up until like the fourth one, and then it's the whole Fast and Furious kind of thing because you start like just writing a movie.
Just started getting
Shrek.
They lose the plot. I was finna say Shrek, same thing.
I mean, I stopped after 3. I don't know if they kept going.
They did. And they coming out with a new one. And then you had to spin out the Puss in Boots, the spinoff movie, which I never seen.
If I'm not mistaken, they probably did, I think, damn near 3 Puss in Boots. So that's crazy. They did like Shrek third, spin-off to Puss in Boots. Oh, shout out Shark Boy and Lava Girl, just the solo movie. I rewatched it like a little bit ago. It's like somebody...
That CGI, man.
Man. That CGI was...
Boy. Terrible.
But it's crazy because...
I mean, it was the same people that made Spy Kids, though.
And that's what I want to bridge into because it's crazy. I thought Spy Kids was so dope. I can still watch Spy Kids right now and I still think it's dope. But Shark... I think it's because...
all that CGI, you look back at that CGI, though. Ooh.
I think it's because of Taylor Lautner, too. He just isn't a great convincing actor. He's like a Channing Tatum actor. Like he's like a guy you would put in. Like,
he look good, but he not. That's the focal point.
Yeah, you're not gonna remember any of his lines. Like he's supposed to be like a heartthrob almost. But man, she carried. I don't know who the girl was in the movie. But
talking about Lava Girl.
Yeah. And wasn't it like who was like Sylvester? So it was like the enemy. Bro, this
George Lopez.
George Lopez. You know it's a movie when the villain is George Lopez. Are we being serious?
Like George Lopez was the enemy.
And it was,
like
and
he was
this
on
was
the TV screen or something.
I remember seeing this, and this was after I had seen the George Lopez show. So I was like, he's a comedian or whatever, and I'm like seeing him.
I'm saying, like, so
on
why
this.
is it a villain in a kids movie?
And then like, he just wasn't convincing. At least like who was the villain in Spy Kids? Was it
I ain't seen them. I don't even remember.
Gosh,
Like I ain't seen the movies.
I remember their
since
family.
they came out.
I remember like Antonio Banderas. I remember their uncle and their mom, because their mom and their dad were spies too, but you didn't really see them for real. But
Yeah, because they focus on them.
Whoever sent them thumbs, you remember them thumbs? The thumb men. their heads were thumbs, and like their bodies.
Yeah, man. Like it's so much happen. It's so much that happened in that movie. All those movies.
They had McDonald's in like a submarine.
And McDonald's was like I think that was the sponsor or something like that too.
It had to be. I remember she got like
every time you get a Happy Meal, you get a Spy Kids toy.
Ooh.
For like what 2-3 years or whatever.
I remember when like toys actually were cool to get, like with a Happy Meal. Like it was like ooh. Then it was just like.
Do they even still put toys in Happy Meals?
I feel like Chick-fil-A does.
Like that used to be the best thing about fast food back in the day.
I guess because nowadays, you know, I don't know if they would do
kids
much
don't play with toys no more.
Yeah, you'd have to give them like a $5 V-Bucks card or something. Like you'd have to give them a digital. And I hate that because
currency.
I know that there are some kids that wouldn't mind it, but they probably look at it like you'd probably just be throwing them away almost, because, like from the company's sake.
And I guess it's like 6 and under will probably appreciate the toys.
Yeah, because 6 and under, like no matter the time or era, like they're gonna appreciate something simple. Like,
yeah, and then once they grow up, down like whatever. I don't know, Happy Meal.
Dang, I remember that Shark Boy, Lava Girl time period. I remember like that Cartoon Network Nick time period. Like that was just a nice time period for like entertainment, I feel.
Like child entertainment.
Yeah, child entertainment for sure. Yeah, and it was very age appropriate at that time.
Yeah.
Like it felt like if I was 13, I felt like I was suitable to be watching it. Like I didn't feel like, ooh, this is kind of
like this is childish. Like
yeah.
It catered to kind of all.
Because nowadays you either go if it's like a child like focused show, it's either gonna like be too cheesy or it's gonna be like a little like kind of like a little too like racy, I guess, because some of the content like can be like a little suggestive. I mean, I guess kids know about it from early age, but I think
it'd be like subtle because it's just when you go back and watch the cartoons we watched as kids, they threw in them subtle adult jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
That we didn't get back then.
Well, like some of those like Degrassi type shows, like those drama, like
the
teen
Target.
shows.
Oh yeah, that's how it was a teen show, like targeted to teens.
But nowadays, it's it's crazy. It used to be so easy to target that teen demographic from movies and stuff, but nowadays, I don't really think. I think that's the hardest demographic to target because, like for Harry Potter, for Twilight, straight teens.
I'm saying straight teen. That was teens for us back in the day.
Nowadays, I feel like you get more 1 through 99 movies. Like you get more
all ages.
Yeah, like they don't try to. And truthfully, Disney is good for the 1 through 99 because most of their movies are like pretty much one. Like if you watch Mulan or any of those like type movies, it's gonna be something for you. It's gonna be something for the kids. It's gonna be something for your grandma. Mm-hmm. But the movies nowadays are they're all like that, or either they're like a niche movie, like your horrors, your actions, comedies, but
superhero,
because superhero movies are they kind of used to do the 1 through 99 thing, but I think some superhero movies get a little niche because I guess you kind of have to because you're trying to build up new characters. I know for DC and Marvel, like they're trying to like
just make movies for the characters they ain't made movies for yet.
Yeah, and like each movie takes years at a time to make. And then as soon as the actor drops out or something I just know how that can be a hassle. And I think we're at a point now that like a lot of us have watch so much entertainment that
I'm kind of burned out a little bit,
and we consume it faster than it's being made. And once you consume something faster than it's being made, it's just going to be a shortage.
Yep.
Because we can binge, like, say you drop a season of some fire stuff, but you drop it, you know, like most people do, like all at one time or whatever, like 7 episodes. And they watch all 7 episodes.
You watch all 7 episodes in one day. And I was like, all right, what's next?
And then they're like, hey, Bryce, what's up with another season? And then you're like,
it's in progress, man. It took me
3 years.
X amount of time to make it. You already done. Like,
and people are like, and then, but you know, you turn around and give them another season, and then they're like, that was kind of rushed. Why'd you? But then you're like,
y'all was pressing me to make another season.
And I feel like that's where we are with entertainment now. Like, people like, because what you said, they're making another Shrek. I think they said they greenlighted a Friday.
Like a last Friday or something like that. But like,
it's like,
that's
bro,
been.
You got to think, who really needs it though? Who needs?
I'm saying because the last Friday movie came out, 20-some years ago,
and it was
a little over 20 years ago.
They should have followed up on that when Ice Cube was in his movie run. You know, when he was on like Triple X2, the movie he was on Mars.
The Are We There Yet?
Yeah. They should have
for the kids.
They should have ran it. Man, shout out Ice Cube. Are We There Yet?
Are We There Yet? And Are We There Yet too?
Hey, good dad. Good stepdad. Hey, man, yeah, stepdad. I was watching some shit the other day, and they were saying, do stepdads get a gift on Father's Day? And I had to think. I said we could run over the topic maybe.
What about stepmoms too? Since it's Mother's Day,
I feel like automatically they're gonna get them because you know moms like they're gonna get the love like automatically or more so. I guess it's more of a debate because who would give them the gift? It really almost have to be like the mom give him the gift, kind of like on like some my kids gave you like, or they said
like you coming in and you doing all this for me and the kids and everything, so it makes sense that the mama give him the gift.
That's facts. Okay.
And if the kids are good and they love the stepdad enough, they'll give him a gift.
That's a bet. Damn, Tia, what was her name? And Are We There Yet? His wife. Or...
Nia Long? Yeah, Nia Long.
Nia Long. Sorry. Nia Long. She had a run too. Big Mama's House. I remember I saw her in Big Mama's House and I was like, oh. She looked really familiar. And I think it was from Are We There Yet? Because I seen Are We There Yet first.
And, Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
She was, Trey's love interest.
Oh my gosh. You know what Cuban Gooding Jr. else I was watching the other day? Norbit.
I said, wasn't he in one of the Are We There Yet? It was something he was in.
He was in
Daddy Day Camp.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of a kids movie.
AW memory. Cause,
Daddy Day Care and then Daddy Day Camp.
Because Eddie Murphy was
in the first one. Him and was it like Kevin James or something?
Damn.
Like the chubby white dude.
I think so. He had a little run. He was in Hitch and shit.
Oh no, it wasn't him. It was another guy.
It's kind of
remember his name.
You know, Daddy Day Camp and Dr. Dolittle, they give me the same vibe. So they give age appropriate movie.
Like for kids.
Yeah. Shout out Kyler Pratt.
So they throw the adult stuff in there, but it's for kids.
Yeah. And I remember watching it thinking like, it's like a little Air Bud type movie, like a little, not Winn-Dixie. What's the movie?
Because of Winn-Dixie. That's Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, it's something that you can throw on. You just kind of kick it. It's a little cheesy, but it's kind of meant to be that type of cheesy.
You said kids want kids leave you alone. Just throw the movie on.
Yeah, that's facts.
Damn, watch this movie. Or something in the class. You play for a class or whatever.
What would you say? Ooh. Okay, have you seen Dr. Dolittle?
It's been a long time.
Okay, have you seen Big Mama's House?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen like what one and two, just one?
I think I've seen all 3 of them.
Okay,
like Big Mama's all of them.
Which franchise would you say is more overrated, Dr. Dolittle or Big Mama's House?
I wouldn't really consider them overrated though.
Which one would you take over the other? I think Dr. Dolittle's series was more overrated, I guess, because after the first, I didn't have to have them. I mean, I didn't have the Big Mama's House, but they were decent. Like they were.
We didn't have to. Yeah,
they were.
Didn't have to have any of the 3.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I get it. It's Eddie Murphy on camera.
Eddie Murphy, and then you got Martin Lawrence on the other side.
Damn. Oh, for sure. Hey, but back to Fast and Furious. Vin Diesel, I'm on your ass. Who is a better actor to you, Vin Diesel or The Rock? They
both play the same role.
Thank you so much. Because they
always play the tough guy role in every movie they play.
They say, "Hey, bring me your bald ass head. Let me buff it before he go on screen." Either one of them, because they both.
I'm saying because Vin Diesel, he just the real cool.
Oh, he too cool.
Cool, chill, tough guy. And you got The Rock. He just big macho out there.
You want to know the type of dude Vin Diesel is? Vin Diesel the type of dude to be like, no receipt. Or if you give him the receipt, he just be like, yeah. He's like, bro, take the receipt. You know how many receipts I had to take even though I didn't want the receipt? The Rock,
he gonna want all the receipts.
Yeah. The Rock would come in your store and be like, hey, it's a nice store. How much? And you're the cashier and you're like, what? You're like, how much for this store? And you're like, I don't know, bro. I don't own the building.
To the CEO. Let me talk to the CEO.
What do you mean you don't know? And it's just like, all right. Yeah, but that's what The Rock would be.
That's The Rock. He's real
Rock
explosive.
Yeah, or he would try to come in there and put some product in the store. Be like, yeah, I put product in this store. Jabroni. Or he would do like the eyebrow thing and insert eyebrow thing that he does.
Yeah, the look.
Yeah, Vin Diesel. I'm gonna take Vin Diesel just because Vin Diesel has more moves. Actually, I lied. Why did I just say that? I just don't want to say The Rock because I feel like he doesn't really.
I'm gonna say he the same character in every movie.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say he's not acting because
he's just very predictable.
Yeah, because I know you have to remember
every
lines.
Every time you throw The Rock in, you know what to expect.
Yeah, it's like Channing Tatum. It's like Chris Hemsworth.
Or like everybody sleep on Danny Trejo. Same thing.
He was in Spy Kids.
He was in Spy Kids.
He was the uncle, the mechanic. He was the dude I thought he was gonna be evil, but he wasn't. He was actually just like, it's because he looked so damn mean.
He just looked mean.
I remember when they met him because like their parents got kidnapped or something, and they had to go find the uncle, and he was like a mechanic, like an old spy. But I was like, oh, he gonna like do something crazy, but no, he actually just ended up helping him because he always had that ponytail,
that long hair.
Yep.
So he played the same role too, that tough guy role.
Him,
Terry Crews.
Yeah. Shout out Terry. It's like at least Terry tried, like, but he just got variants almost. Kind of like, okay, Kevin Hart.
He's a little more versatile though.
What about Kevin Hart in movies?
I don't know. I would like as far as
range. What would you give him from a 1 to 10?
Most of his movies he plays like funny movies though.
That's true.
Comedy movies. He's not really playing.
Well, you got
outside of like fatherhood.
Hey, that was low key. That was a time period in life where it was decent. I remember that movie. I watched it once.
Like when he his wife passed away in childbirth and he was a single father. Yeah, that was the only time he was actually serious.
That reminded me of that Queen Latifah movie with Common.
What was the name? I know what you're talking about too.
And Paula Patton
playing basketball.
Yeah, he was Common.
Common playing basketball for the Nets. The New Jersey Nets.
Common playing basketball for the Nets was the funniest trailer I think I've ever seen. But I said he's bald, so I mean, most sports there's a bald athletic guy. So
yeah.
But in my head, I was like, Common is not even like 6 feet, but I don't know. You got spoiled with, so. But I remember seeing like the trailers. He did. I don't know. Maybe he went for a dunk or something. It was a stunt double, of course, or something. But I was like, yeah, all right. Singing R&B and dunking, okay. All right. You can't have everything.
He was an R&B singer in that movie.
No, I'm saying in real life.
No, he rapping in real life.
Well, I mean, he's singing rap.
Singing rap.
Damn. He does rap more than he sings though. Damn. Shout out Paula Patton. Robin, you fucked up.
Right, Paula, because she was in Precious, wasn't it?
She was
no, that wasn't her. Was that Mariah Carey?
I think it's Mariah Carey. Paula Patton was the
What
other love
movie she
interest
was
in that movie. Because it was her and Queen Latifah. And, damn, shout out Barbershop. Damn, I always got to shout out Barbershop. Solid franchise.
Barbershop and Beauty Shop.
I wish they would have made maybe like a second one, maybe. I'd have been cool with it. But I don't know what the cast would have been.
For which one?
Beauty Shop.
I thought they did make a second one.
Oof.
Did they make a second Beauty Shop too?
If they did,
Barbershop too.
It might have went to well, I know they made 2 barbershops. They might have made a third. Damn, I think they did make a third.
I could have sworn both of the movies had a sequel.
I know where Calvin started off the first one with the ATM. The second one, he got a shop in or he got his own shop or something like that. No, the shop was better. But the third one, I think he ended up just selling his shop, but like it was like a whole bunch of the second gosh, fuck.
Cause I remember I don't know.
I
remember they came back with another Beauty Shop 3 or something like that. Cause I remember they had Nicki Minaj and Tyga in that movie.
Barbershop 3.
But that was Barbershop 3.
Yeah, you had your Chuckies, you had your Gremlins, you had your
Transformers.
Ooh,
another one.
How you feel about Transformers franchises?
Like milking it.
Cause
they just all over the place after the first maybe 3.
The only thing that they were missing in that franchise, The Rock. They should have had John Cena. Truthfully, that's what they should have did. Because The Rock was already in Fast and Furious.
Or Vin Diesel. I think Vin Diesel probably would have been a better fit too.
Damn, yeah. Or Jason Statham.
Jason Statham,
because he's always in
The Transporter.
Yeah. He's always in an action movie where like he's gonna come out on top.
He the one like killing everything.
Yeah.
And coming out on top. Him
like,
and Keanu Reeves.
Him. I'm trying to think of like, those action movies where they always come out on top. Like Ice Cube's action movies, he always came out on top.
What was that? The 21 Jump Street or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And 22.
Oh my gosh. I like the movie, but I don't know if I could watch it.
Did he come out on top on the Anaconda movies? I remember. I think he did.
I think he did.
Anaconda movies.
Man, you know what they used to do with them type of movies? They would just make sure that like they would just build like the whole movie, and then they would just like be like, come in and you can just be you. But I feel like, I don't know, Ice Cube was in a lot of stuff though. But I think Ice-T has more range than Ice Cube. Because I liked Ice-T in New Jack City and also Law and Order. He was a good ass cop. Ice-T was such a good cop. You really forgot that he was like a rapper.
Yeah, he was a gangster rapper.
Yeah,
like the OG, original gangster rapper.
Actually, go back and listen to like some of Ice-T shit. He was like actually like a hardcore.
He was the first gangster rapper. He started the whole genre.
Yeah, listen to some of his lyrics. Like, shit,
gangster rap.
This
man.
motherfucker the police.
No, he's the OG.
Nah, for real. For real. And then we're legit. Shout out Coco. Nah, we're off topic because we got to get the people some grub. Mm-hmm. Who do you think chain wise makes the best wings that you like, had or know of? And when I say chain, you can either go sit down or you can go like, just anywhere that, the people know.
Like franchise, chain restaurant. Mm-hmm. Zaxby's got some pretty good wings.
Consistent?
Pretty consistent.
Who would you say is 2?
People hate Wingstop, but I miss Wingstop.
Have you had American Deli?
American Deli good too.
Who would you put over Wingstop or American Deli? Because I have different reasons why I probably would or wouldn't.
The thing, I don't eat American Deli enough.
Me neither.
Like, so I'm gonna have to go with Wingstop just because I don't eat them enough.
Because you're going off like conventional, all right?
Yeah, but I do like you can't go wrong with American Deli though.
That is true.
anytime I do have them, they don't disappoint.
I was a little disappointed by the size of the wing.
They are small. They are very small.
And I feel like I remember somebody saying
but
that.
you get a lot of food though.
Yes, you do.
They do give
Yes,
you a lot of fries and stuff.
Yes,
when
you
you
do.
get them wings.
I did have to wait on it too.
You wait on it, but at least it's fresh.
I did remember that.
Like your wings and your fries be fresh.
And I think they had like a Kool-Aid or a juice.
Yeah.
Or it was
some kind of like punch. They
Eliminator.
call it like a punch, but it's Kool-Aid. All it is Kool-Aid.
It was
But
like
it's good though.
It was a slice of not home, but it was nice to step in here. I was like, these places still exist. I was just very happy. Any place that has wings and fried rice, I'm open to it.
Like a combination of everything.
But for the people that live in like Atlanta or like that area of Georgia, they have that luxury because every place
everybody
serves
sell wings.
Man, you go to any Chinese food restaurant. Hell, they probably got some of the best wings because like they'll have that and they'll have like the regular menu, but it's like you can get that because you can get it as an entree, which is perfect because I would love to have chicken wings with fried rice, maybe some what's the noodle?
The lo mein.
Lo mein, insane.
Lo mein, chow
in
mein.
the brain. Nah, for
What's
real.
the difference?
I don't even want to lie
chow
to you.
mein.
I don't even want to lie to you because I would say some dumb shit, but nah.
I don't even notice the difference.
I felt like it was the noodle because I think because I feel like the lo mein noodle looks a little like thicker in diameter.
They ever said they thicker, lo mein?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't want somebody to be like, no, the chow mein just has.
Man, just you know what? Just let us know in the comments.
You got $20 a piece, or crunchy PB&J.
If someone was to give me $20 per sandwich,
Yeah, per sandwich.
I never had crunchy peanut. Like, would they put like the nuts in this peanut butter?
Okay, picture if I took like one peanut and like chopped it maybe 8 ways. I wouldn't say four ways would be really. That's a really crunchy peanut, but like it's about 8 ways because if you like, it's really almost like the peanut is almost chopped, but it's not chopped. It's kind of close. Like it's like
peanut pieces.
Yeah. Now I've had some where it was pretty fine, but even still, like it's kind of like the finer, the harder the piece can be. You kind of would rather it be like a little, so you can kind of.
Why would you buy crunchy?
I don't know. It's like the texture. It's like getting the orange juice with the Pope.
It's true.
It's a little crazy bag.
That's doing a little too much though.
But it's like if it's there, like
I don't want no crunchy sandwich though. That's crazy.
It's crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. Well, see, if you fucked up and you ain't got like meat and you got like turkey or something,
yeah,
it really give you the vibe like you got something on it other than PB&J, other than just peanut butter. Because you almost be thinking like, because your mind is like, because you're doing an extra chewing and you like crunch. You like
God, extra little crunch, I guess.
Like the bunch of crunch, like the Cracker Jack.
Or like one of them strawberry shortcake popsicles. The little crunch. That's a good crunch though.
Man, that bitch be gone, Bryce. I can't even lie.
Eat the whole box in one day. Mess around.
And stand on it though.
For real.
But
stand on it.
I won't eat it for like another.
But you won't eat it for because
you know what I'm saying?
All them calories. You don't even need it for the next month.
But they be won't stand a chance, boy. I don't even know why they put him in 6.
Somebody to give me $20 per sandwich. Like, shoot, that's $20, boy. That gas money.
He said, I'm gonna at least eat one.
So at least eat about 2-3 of them.
You gotta at least eat. To get $20, you gotta at least eat 3.
Shoot. So,
but you get 60, but like you gotta eat 3 of them to get
the 60.
Yeah, that's the minimum. You gotta eat 3 sandwiches.
So I can do that.
3 crunchy peas.
Can you put jelly on it? Oh, that's just
you
peanut butter and bread.
Yeah, you got the jelly.
Let me put the jelly on there. I'm eating.
You got to do what's some bullshit jelly? Y'all? Apricot. Yeah.
Never had apricot jelly.
I mean, I don't want to dog it because it might be decent.
But some people might like it,
but I don't know. I don't see it in stores for real. So
we really don't.
Yeah, I see.
There's better options. You know, you got strawberry,
grape. Apple. Apple will go.
You ever had orange marmalade?
I haven't. Not gonna lie to you. I've seen it in the fridge.
I ain't never had it. I've seen somebody make some orange chicken with it. I want to try that.
Ooh.
I bought some. I'm gonna try some orange chicken one day.
Hey, I made some sweet
homemade orange chicken.
and shrimp fried rice. Only thing I'll say,
Well, orange sauce, I'm gonna say, not chicken.
is it took. Or no, it didn't take all day. You know how like red beans take all day? This shit costs way too much money. Just go get Chinese food. Like, no.
How about shrimp fried rice?
Yeah, I made shrimp fried rice and I made sweet and sour chicken. But I had, I had to get the shrimp.
You get all the ingredients.
Get the chicken.
Like, man, you might well just go to the restaurant.
Well, it's like, it was cool, and I definitely can see, you can make definitely bigger portions for sure. Like, if I was doing it and it was like 12 people, it's definitely more cost efficient than like getting 7-8 meals from like your corner Chinese restaurant. But if
you're making it for yourself, you can eat it.
That's true.
You can stretch it out.
That's true. Yeah, because man, I made a lot of rice because the recipes usually call for like damn near like eight.
The rice is the base.
Hell yeah. Like, I had so much rice. The sweet and sour chicken is cool, but it has that batter on it. So if you don't eat it damn near within a certain time, it gets a little soggy.
Yeah.
It's nice to make though. Like, I would love to get a wok and redo it, just because like a wok makes everything a little more like, I don't know, like you can just throw it in the wok and just. You ain't got to worry about stuff just
getting everywhere.
Nah, for real. You can really just chef up real quick.
Chef it up.
Turn the vent on, lock in. I don't want to get no smoke inhalation, or I don't want the smoke detector to go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once that bitch goes, it's embarrassing. It's like, bro, chill. You're doing too much.
You about to burn the whole complex down, bro.
Yeah, and everybody like, you alright? It's like, bro, I'm cool.
I didn't just ruin everybody else's day.
On me, and now everybody like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
like,
man, this dude come. He done burnt the whole...
How do you feel like in that era? Like the last episode we talked about, like, the dancing culture, like the 2010s. But how do you feel about the sneaker culture? Like how it transitioned from, casual to avid, shoe collectors to your hype beasts, your dead stock, your shoe collectors. When did it happen? Like, was it overnight? Or was it... I blame 2K.
Let's say like after 2010, the swag era.
I blame 2K.
And on social media.
Because 2K started putting all them shoes in the store, and people were like, oh, look at all these shoes.
Really? That was what, 2K13?
Yeah.
When they came out with because you had to buy your swag. That was the first one it was the first game to let you do that.
I'm low-key blaming it on them. I'm blaming it on...
that was the first one with the park.
Yeah. Because, look, you got people in different countries looking like, bro, I like these shoes. Oh, you said these are real? I can get these shoes? Oh, but there's only 10 made? Of course I paid $10,000 for them. What? What?
I was never that deep in no shoe culture. To
Then
even
you
know
got
about
people-
$10,000 shoes.
Imagine where we are, or where we were at a point. I don't think we're there anymore. Where like people used to have like these, not MTV or Cribs type videos, and like, oh, look at my $50,000 like shoe, not even $50,000 shoe collection. They'll be like, this shoe is $10,000. This shoe is $20,000.
Are you wearing these shoes? Is the question.
And I'm just like, whoa.
So y'all buying shoes just to have them?
I hope so.
I'm hope y'all wearing them.
I mean, I would. Because I know once I walk on them, I would assume the depreciation is like 99%.
Man, if I paid that much money for some shoes, best believe they're gonna be on. I'm wearing them.
It almost feels like it's an investment, but it's like you're just storing them. Like, are you just gonna resell them?
That's probably what they do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's like, well, what's the point though?
Do you remember that Travis Scott era? Oh my! I knew people that wanted
them Jordans he had.
Yeah. And you had
$500 shoes.
Oh my gosh! It was people that didn't even care about Travis Scott or Jordans or shoes, but they had to have them.
They had to have them so they could resell them for $1,000.
And they just thought it was Bitcoin. I think for some people it was a point where like they thought that whole like influencer shoe thing was gonna be like, oh, you're gonna like make you a millionaire. It's like, I mean, if you own a shoe store, I could see it, but that's almost like owning like a jewelry store, because you got all these high priced items that like, yeah, you might sell a pair, but like if you don't, you might not sell a pair for like a few days or weeks for real, because who's buying like a pair of 2,000 or 5, like unless Lil Yachty's in your store, or unless like,
I'm saying the people that got money to buy waste on them shoes, they'll buy it.
That's true. That's right.
Like the rappers.
But you know,
for example,
shoes also weren't the most expensive per shoe, like retail back then. Now they're kind of like once they saw people started buying them post stock, they started just having them high. Like when you buy them, like retail, like the shoes used to be $200 and people would buy them and resell them for $500. They just started selling them for $500 or $300, like McQueen's and stuff like that. They started like a higher bottom line, but I think it also keeps people from scalping them too. Because Jordan, that's just a quick.
Yeah, you can't buy that many shoes for that much.
Nah.
Unless you got it like that.
Or somebody gonna look at you and be like,
you scalping.
Oh my gosh. I don't know where scalping went so bad. I don't think it's as bad anymore. But it does.
That's because everything opened back up.
Yeah.
Remember, scalping was going crazy during the pandemic.
Man, they were scalping Xboxes.
When everything was shut down, they were scalping them Xboxes and PlayStation, shoes.
What's one of the things
everything
you wanted most but was like scalped?
The PS5?
Xbox for me, for sure.
I couldn't get it. I'm like, this is back when I was living with my parents and could afford to be spending, just spending, because I ain't had no bills. I was like contemplating buying like a $1,400 PlayStation,
bro. And people were saying,
at one point,
you can get on Facebook and it was people wanting to sell like the system, which was only retailing for like $699, $599, and they were like
$1,000. They were selling like on Best Buy and like through them third parties.
And
I'm like, out there in there contemplate. I'm like,
I started thinking, and I was like, what can I do with it though? And I was like, well, I can play again. I was like, well, this one.
I felt like I just had to have it.
I did, man, Bryce. When I tell you I had to have it, I had to have it so bad.
Because you looking at all the games and stuff folks playing, I'm like, it was a new thing at the time. I'm like, man, I got to.
And I was like, I can do it now. The last one,
just because I can do it.
The last one I couldn't for real, because it was like, I don't think I had a job when the Xbox.
So I had a job. It was like I had to save and save and save.
Yeah. Because I think by the time I had got
PS4, I was working at McDonald's when I got my PS4.
Oh yeah.
Living with my parents.
Go time.
And had to stash that $300. And you had to have extra for the subscription in the games.
Man, these subscriptions are getting out of hand. Because, I pay subscriptions. Actually, I don't pay any subscriptions anymore. Fuck y'all. But I was paying subscriptions for EA.
Nah, I ain't do that.
And just Game Pass. EA and Game Pass.
I just got PlayStation Network and my Nintendo. Like as far as gaming.
I would
for the Switch
get my. I just found my Switch the other day, but I got to find my base for it. I want to play I got Smash on there. I think I had got a Mario Party or something like that. But people don't really be on that Switch no more like that, like they used to.
They came out with that second Switch.
Oh yeah,
the Switch too.
The Switch had people in a chokehold for definitely a long time.
See, nobody really playing it that much no more.
Nah, I think it's because just the craze is worn off. Like, people, it's more of a party thing, and I just don't think people get in really bigger groups like that. Like,
not anymore.
It's kind of more we can play online.
Like everything online now.
We can be all next door from each other, but we'll just be in separate rooms just playing online.
Right. So that's how folks used to do with the Xbox 360.
Man.
You'll have two Xbox 360s in the house. Somebody be in one room, somebody be in the other room.
Gaming
like
crazy.
Like PS3, same thing.
I'm talking about...
That's back when they didn't have split screen on like multiplayer and stuff.
I remember...
So you had to have two consoles.
Man, I remember that split screen watching going crazy. I didn't even know like what not screen watching was, but like I didn't know that people could like use it tactfully. Like I never thought about it. I just was locked in on my screen. And I used to be like, bro, how does he know?
Because he's looking at those, because that's the ones that they play the game too much and know exactly.
That's the ones that'll be like
the
this.
full layout of the map.
And you can't even see that their eyes are looking at yours. And they're looking at you.
And they're looking at the screen, but they kind of, the little glance.
Just like on Madden, you picking your play.
They man, like, it's a subtle little.
It's crazy. Bro, you picking your play on Madden. That's why. How do people play for money on Madden? We have to be literally 40 feet away from each other. And I don't want anybody because I don't want him signaling my. No.
I'm saying, cause all I got, because when I play, I do that strategically, low key. When I'm playing on football games,
I never had to have a pillow on top of my head.
Like I kind of see what you trying to go for on your offense. Like, are you trying to do a run, play, or pass?
You make me want to hop on Madden, but I don't want to
wait to see what kind of plays you looking at, and then I pick my defense. Or what? For the formation.
2K, I guess it wasn't as bad because it's just so like in game.
Yeah, it's all in game. There ain't no play calling or nothing unless you make do the little pre plays or whatever.
But I think I'm gonna blame 2K on that one for the implementation of the shoe culture getting dumb. Also, like, you know, no, this pretty much 2K because I think they spreaded it for real. Jordan's already had people in a chokehold. I think 2K kind of like spreaded it, made it more mainstream.
Made it more, not people, yeah.
Because I mean, you got a catalog of shoes that you like. Dang,
I never knew these existed.
You know,
go look online for them, or you look in the store like, oh, they really got these shoes.
And now you can just take the same name, go on Google, and then next thing you know, you're wearing them in real life.
In real life,
bro, these are 300, 400. These are not shoes to wear. I mean, you wear them on a game, but I don't know.
I don't know about wearing them in real life.
But you know, you got it. You got it. You love it. I love it.
Shout out 2K.
What do you think the message of the week should be?
Get out there and get it. Sky's the limit. Message of the week.
Sky is the limit. Guys, don't forget to drink your water. You got to stay hydrated in these upcoming summer months.
Yeah, because it's getting hot.
It's getting muddy. It's getting sticky.
Bugs coming back to life.
Yes. Please tip over all your containers that collect water on the sides of your house to, you know, reduce the amount of mosquitoes. The eggs. Because we want to reduce all that. We don't want any extra mosquitoes
and dragonflies everywhere.
We want to have a nice summer. We get through it. Nice hydrated. Don't forget to recycle. And remember, if it ain't right, get rice.